This kid is crazy. All right. What up? What do we got here? All right. Let's see. Let's see what we got, guys. How we doing? Who's in here? Let's see. All right. What up? We got Steve. What do we got here? We got Delta. We got Pickles. What's up, guys? Let's see. Let's see what we got, guys. How we doing? Who's in here? Let's see. We got Steve. Why am I echoing here? What's up, guys? Oh, let me. I gotta. I'm echoing on my end. I don't understand. Is this being weird for you guys, or do I seem okay? What's up, Brett? I don't understand. Is this being weird for you guys, or do I seem okay? What's up, Brett? Oh, Steve, this is Brew? Steve is Brew? Brew is Steve? Finkel is Einhorn? What's that from? What's that from? What is this? Yeah, I'm echoing on my end. Everything's getting crazy here. I gotta mute this. Why is it acting up today? Everything's been lagging the past couple days. Oh. Let me get rid of that. This kid's out of her fucking mind today. No nap. Today's a no nap day. All right, cool. Let's do it. I don't care. I'm just gonna mute everything and go for it. Just take a peek. I'll just start fresh. Let's start fresh. How's everyone week going? That's what I want to know. You guys in the green this week or what? This chop getting the best of you? Or are you actually seeing what the hell's going on here? You got to zoom out a lot. You get too focused on these low time frames. What's up, Jay? Yeah, I mean, if you're looking at this, like yeah, there's a lot of bullshit going on, but it is playing nicely, guys. So, where to start? I'm not getting this crazy. I'm not getting that crazy. It's fucked up, dude. Yeah, Pickles, I saw that, man. That's awesome. I'm pumped for you, dude. That's awesome. Been killing it. It's crazy, right? When it clicks, it's crazy. It's absolutely insane. So yeah, I'm still looking at this the same thing I was talking about the other day, right? I want this zone bad. I want it real bad. And then I will be looking for a short here. There's no doubt about it, right? So we're talking, I don't know, 80,000 even upwards of 98. Big zone, I know, but it's all valid. We got order blocks in there. A lot of supply, fib levels, like that daily, 2-day, 3-day, up to a weekly structure pull. If you pull your structure like this is the whole zone, right? If we come up into here, like, you better be looking for that short. So I mean, right off the rip, I'm just gonna mark some levels here because as we move down, they're gonna shift. And I'll show you why I like this 8 hour and this 2 day. This kid is crazy. Pretty sure it's a 3 day too, but that's okay. Actually, I'll actually mark it out for y'all. Yeah, beautiful. Let's get it. All right. So this is where we're at right now. If we don't take this low, guys, at like 73.5 ish, 73.6 plus or minus, we should continue higher, right? In one way, shape, or form, we should continue higher. Um, the rejection we're having now is we grabbed a little bit of liquidity. This little red line here, right? You see, we dipped our toes into it here. That's this high. That's this high, right? You can call them even highs. You can call them whatever the hell you want. Um, but that is this level. Was it the 12 too, or was it? Let's see. Yeah. So it's a 12. We had a 12-hour SFP. So there's a couple ways to look at this, and we got some bearish divergence going on. Money flow's still coming up. We can absolutely reject here. We can absolutely have this SFP and continue down. I'm pretty sure we had a low time frame flip too. Yeah, we had the 15-minute flip on it, right? We had the 30-minute. We don't have an hourly. Yeah, we don't have an hourly, but you know, and this is why I'm thinking, all right, maybe we had the flip, right? We had our flip of some sort. That's actually way too aggressive. Let's fix that up. No, I don't like that. Right, we came up, we had our low time frame flip, and then we've had a couple of these bad boys. Um, so we got this order block here, or this is a big move, right? There's a lot of this is a big player that came in, and there could be some orders left over here. Same thing down here, right? If you get to a lower time frame, you'll be able to see um, exactly what I'm talking about. Um, so here's the structure. I'm gonna pull a fib. You guys hear this kid yelling? Just telling my wife to kick rocks. Um, so I would kind of pull this whole little Jimmy here, right? I'm gonna keep it narrow, but I know this entire zone is it. Um, this could be a really good bounce zone. Drop down. Actually, was it the 2 hour? No, where was it? There should be one down here too. But either way, if you want to keep it nice and large, we have a demand zone down here. So, and that lines up with that 786. So if you pull the structure on the hourly, right? This pull isn't even. This is not even this is internal structure. So if we come down into these zones, I would definitely feel good enough for a really good long trying to target this high again. If not, ultimately these zones up top, within the fib, within the supply, within the order blocks, whatever you want to call these things, like this entire zone up here, it looks juicy. And the reason I'm favoring, if we do get a move up, um, a potential really good short on this 2 day order block, we got a 786. Excuse me, and we have that last set of supply before that big rip down on the higher time frames, right? We have internal supply, of course. We have other order blocks in there, of course. But this is, like to me, there's a lot of interest there. So I would not be surprised at all if we do work our way up, one way, shape, or form, if this is the area to potentially bring us to make a new lower low, coming for that $60,000 low. That would be That's what I'm looking at, and I want all of it. I want all of it. Um, that would be really juicy. Hello, Ray. Why are we yelling? Sorry, guys. Um, we're seeing the same thing exactly. Those are the same zones I mapped out and I'm waiting for it. Yeah, man. I mean, it could take a while to get there. It could be quick, and then we could range a little bit, right, on a lower time frame. Like we could do something like this, just shoot our butts up there, and before we go up or down, right? But it looks good. I mean, this is not the most beautiful supply. Go to the 8 hour, it's a lot cleaner. Um, so even if we do this, right, I wouldn't, even if we do something like that, like I would still be looking for a long here, ultimately looking for a swing short here. Um, but once again, when we have such a high time frame, supply, order blocks, market structure, market structure to the downside, that is, I'm going to look for these lower time frame structural flips to confirm my move, right? Because there's going to be, more often than not, there's going to be price action here that's going to allow for that entry, and it's going to allow for a really good trade versus just like, oh, we're going to V shape like this right here, right? Let's do that. Like, I'll show you, because even this 15-minute Halle Ray. Actually, you know what? Let me just go. I'll do replay mode. Right. So first things first, just look at it, right? We get the flip. We get the structure. Um, just continuing to rim see it all the way down. And then we eventually go. But if I zoom out again, let's go back to the 4 hour here. You'll see it. Right? You're going to see it. This is all liquidity, guys. This is all liquidity. This whole thing is liquidity. And what did we do? We swung, failed it, we flipped, and we rotated our butts all the way down. Let's even zoom out more. Let's go to the daily. Let's see what it looks like on the daily, because I don't even remember. Right? There's liquidity here. We know that. And then we're in that golden pocket. We have the flip. We have daily bearish divergence coming in, and then we rotate our butts down. It's not rocket science. Do we touch this guy too? So another way, sometimes I look at it this way too, right? So let me get rid of this. This will help. This will help, right? There's liquidity on this, and there's liquidity on here. We have a fair value gap here. Now, sometimes we'll swing fail this. Sometimes we'll just tap into this guy. You got to just know that there's liquidity there. You just need to know. And I can't get into explaining the whole liquidity thing, but the market structure is saying this in the higher time frames. You work your way down, it's like this, and then we probably have something here, and then we go again. So this holds liquidity, and this wick holds liquidity because this is the candle that broke structure, right? This is the structure, it broke it. Yes, it was an SFP, but we still broke the structure, and then we continued down, right? So it showed a potential sign of weakness on the break, and then we just blew right through it. I like to extend, right? And then I make a big zone, and that's where I'm looking. So the fact that we swung failed this, maybe not on this time frame, not on the daily. Let's go to the 2. Let's see. No, let's go to the 3. The 3-day works. So you just got to look at the wick, right? Like we did that, and we came into this zone. It looked like, yeah, we tapped our booties into this, and we had that lower time frame flip. I mean, you got to take them. You got to take them, right? I'm not saying take them and hope we're going to take the this low down here. We did, but we don't have to. We like something like this on a higher time frame, right? You'd be looking for profits here, somewhere down in here, this entire zone, somewhere in here, right? At this chop, if you find another entry, great, but you got to take a little off the table because it doesn't have to come down. That's the hardest part. I've talked to Pickles, I've talked to a lot of guys about this. Like that's the hardest part, right? It's not is hiding that greed, not hiding it, like literally just getting rid of it and smashing that take profit. What are we looking at now? Okay, so far decent. Right, but this could be the same. This could be the same concept as what happened over here. That was the whole point of that rant. This, this, right? It could be the same exact thing that's about to happen, but I do think we're going higher. Before that, we don't have to. Right? We do have the bearish divergence coming on these higher time frames. Absolutely, we don't have to dip our toes in. And the reason I'm not convinced we need to take all these, go even higher. I'd like to. I think it would set up for a real nice short. But if you look at it this way, because on a specific time frame, this is it, right? It's not this. If the structure was doing this, right? Let's say we came up, right? This is all internal, okay? And then we come down. Let's say we break this. Doesn't really matter. And we do this, right? And then we have something like this. And we take these highs, right? And now we take one high, we take two high, we take three high. You would expect to go higher to eventually take the majority of them, or potentially just maybe the goal is to get up into here somewhere to some unmitigated supply. That's not the case here. Internally, yes, for the kind of, but if you look at it here, right, this is all internal. This is what it looks like for real on a higher time frame. This is what it looks like. This is what it looks like. And we didn't even do that because it's like this, right? This is our structure here. We didn't take this high, right? We didn't. We'll make it actual. We didn't take them, right? We still haven't. There's unmitigation here. There's unmitigated stuff here. Unmitigated stuff here. We just mitigated this, yes, but we didn't take the high yet. So until we take this high, I can't assume we're going to take this high and then take this high. One step at a time. This is one big move down, right? We went on the 4 on the daily, and all we did was we worked our way back up into some supply and some liquidity. We could potentially roll right over, and that's I can't look at it any differently. I can think other things, but until it's like this, guys, right? Like until we take this low at 73, 7, call it 74, doesn't matter. Until we take this low here, we're not coming down into unmitigated demand here and or the low here at 70,000. It's not happening. Why? Because we need to take this low first. We need to confidently take this high before we can get into this zone. And then we get into this zone, we need to get above it to eventually get into this zone. And if we don't, what we're going to do is this, and then eventually if we take a low, then we can look for a bigger move down. And when you start looking at things that way, I mean, as Pickles is coming to find out, it's nice to hit that take profit button, right? Because there's a lot of fucking trades. There's so many trades to be had when you look at it level by level. It's pretty cool. Feels really good. And that's it. Catch me outside. Yeah, right. So we took this low here. We took this low. We took this low. What's next? Well, yes, this guy here, but oopsies. What are we missing? What are we missing? On a higher time frame, the structure is going to be something different, right? And I still have my structure gone. Yeah, you just got to be okay with taking that profit, man. That's literally it. All right, you see, this isn't even a level here. It's demand. Yeah, there's liquidity there. Yes. Okay, perfect. Here it is, right? Here's the higher time frame structure. Here's this. I mean, even if you want to call it that, right? Let's do this. Boom. Boom. You staying with me, Hal? Staying by yourself? Kid's feisty today. Did mommy leave you? Mommy left? Ooh, she's such a pain in the ass today. Right, but yeah, so we're coming down. Like, this is demand. Look at this big buy, right? Yes, it started here, but in theory, this is where it broke. Yeah, baby. Mommy's, there she is. me slam the door on you on the way out, Mom. But I didn't catch this long, right? I did not. I did not catch this long. Um, it didn't give me anything to go on. There's a couple things you can look at here, right? Short zone, if you really want to get nitty gritty and get down there. Long zone, and work your way up, right? Work your way up. Let's see. SFP, maybe we can go for a high now. I'm not necessarily convinced on that. This zone would make a lot more sense to me. Hold on, guys.
I'm not leaving my house.
This kid's getting crazy. Absolutely crazy. Can you guys hear me now? I pressed a button. Now it doesn't look like it's working. Yeah, baby.
I just sleep in the corner and I did.
You what?
Sleep.
Yeah, we don't slam the door, right? Yeah.
And I pray.
Yeah, I'm crying because I'm sad. Because you're being mean. Oh, you want to close the door on me? We're not, it's okay. We're going to pass. Hallie,
The door open.
hold,
The door.
Nicole,
The
I need you to help me here. Hold on, Hal. Hold on. I gotta, hold on, I'm coming. I need you to take her. I just need you to take her. I guess. Hallie, you gotta give me a second. Hold on. You gotta give me a second. I got to cut this short. There's no chance I can get this done. They were supposed to be at the beach like an hour ago. That's why I said. That's why I did 3:30. And not working so hot. So long story short, these are still my levels, right? This bounce level makes sense. I'm not at anything. I want it to come a little lower. Um, it's in the Fibonacci, right? Either 786 or this guy here. We get a very low time frame flip, but I'll look to take it, assuming that everything doesn't look super bearish, because there are. I mean, there's a chance it just blows right through that to the downside. Um, but if we get up into this guy here, right? This is just a cluster, of liquidity right here. If we come into it, right, there's a lot of shorts. We come up, we can come right down. You target the low. You got to do it. You got to do it. The white is pissed. Yeah, these are the long zones, guys. Here, I'll put a little long tool there for you, make you happy. Somewhere in here, plus or minus a little bit. You're going to have something like that. I'm going to kick this kid's ass. Hallie Ray. Thank you. She's going to punch a hole in the screen. Yeah, and then this in the more macro look here. Right, we got low time frame flips in any of these guys, and I would be looking to get in for a long back up to the high, if not even higher. And if we get up a little higher into here and I got a short confirmation, I will be looking to short into said zones. Hopefully, we'll see if my alarms go off and if I have time to act on them. Ideally, it'll be tighter than this. Ideally, in a perfect world, something like this. But anyways, I got to situate this kid. So thanks, guys, for stopping by, and we'll catch you next time.